so good. Do you want me to try them out first?
No, we're going live. You can't even say a word anymore. You fucking wasted it. Jesus.
Say something nice about me.
First of all, don't put me on the spot like that.
It's not that hard. There are several things. You
don't just sneak up on someone and say, "Hey, say something that you're gonna have to think about real quick." Like, why would you do that? Like, give me a moment.
What would be the nicest thing?
I obviously needed a moment to think about it, didn't I?
Reactively.
I'm
still say something about me.
Still stretching time.
Something about me.
Still,
thing.
You know, listen. I don't mean to wax poetic. But if there was one thing I could say to you or about you is that you have really great taste in your abusers.
They are all pretty sweet, aren't they? They're fun. You barely notice the abuse.
You love to get picked on by the best. That's what I like about you. You like to get it from the best.
I'm a glutton for punishment.
And a glutton.
No.
Hello, the YouTubes. We made it to the YouTubes once again. We are here. It said that we started streaming less than a minute ago, so we're coming in hot and fresh. Let me just figure out what is happening here. I know that I rolled a joint today because I feel like it's been a while since I've actually smoked a joint on this show, Casey.
No, I'm pretty sure you did it last week.
I don't think I did, Casey. I literally just said that I don't think, because I've been smoking chillums. See, there's a difference.
Oh, my bad. And the chillum is like a little one hitter or like one of those long, like
a little glass. What do you mean, like a long
shape? Yeah, you know, like I've seen like chillum. Like you'll be at some like stoner's house when you were in like late high school, and you'd be like, do you want to use a chillum? And you'd be like, sure, whatever. Does it get you high? And then they have this like long, I don't know, it's like a long thing, and there's like you got
a steamroller. That's like a steamroller.
Yeah,
like one with like where you put your hand on the end of it, and then you light it, and then you suck it.
But it's funny because like chillum implies one thing and steamroller implies something completely different.
Because chillums are typically glass pieces, and steamrollers are typically PCV pipe. PVZ pipe? PCV pipe? PCP pipe?
PCP pipe.
Yeah. Do you party, dude? Do you party? You come over with your steamroller. I'm like, this what you meant?
Yeah.
Not your PVC pipe, bitch. Your PCP
we're doing
pipe.
PCP tonight.
That's right. PCP and monkeypox.
Yeah. Wait, what's the strain of this weed? It's PCP. Oh, so it's a sativa.
I'll tell you, I have a bit of respect for those partying players because I wake up early and by 5 o'clock I'm ready to go to bed. I'm like, we could put this today to bed now. It's done. I've seen enough of it. But some of these people want to be awake well into the night with soft dicks and things in their buttocks.
Yeah. You know, I have that old joke. It's like, you know what P and
Most
P
your
means?
jokes are old.
It means party and play. You know, but what it really means is doing a bunch of meth and having a bunch of unprotected sex with strangers all night long. And the name never really made any sense to me because, you know, I get party, sure, do drugs, that's a party. But play, prolonged sodomy with multiple partners all night long, that doesn't sound like play. That sounds like work.
Party and work. Yeah, girl. It is work. It is not play. I don't know from experience, but I know people. You never really know. Like, you know, we talked about this last week. You never really know who the cum dumps are, and you never really know who the meth heads are. But here's what I'm going to tell you. The cum dumps are very, very, very like there are a lot of cum dumps because, you know, there's druggy cum dumps and there's not druggy cum dumps. And the not druggy cum dumps, you know, the respectable upscale uptown cum dumps are like, don't you dare come here. I mean, no loads refused unless you're on meth. I will not do it. No partiers. But no loads refused.
You're looking for that. You're looking for that Goldilocks cum dump, you know, not too party, not too prude, you know, just like
yeah. Right. She's like, fine, if you snort meth, you can cum dump in me, but if you mainline it, if you inject it, no way. And track marks, not hot for me.
And I'm in the mommy's bed because it's just right. They call my pussy the mommy. They call my boy pussy the mommy's bed because it's just right. Or is that the baby's bed? That's
I don't know. Okay. I don't know, but we're definitely live on the YouTubes. And
you started it.
You're right. You're right. I could talk about a cum dump, and
This is why we're not bigger.
This is pre-show. Listen, we haven't started our half-hour. I promise, Casey, I will not mention a cum dump for the entire 30 minutes of the show.
I don't know.
I'm promising you.
We'll see. Should we make a bet?
Would you like to see? Would you like to go? Should we do a show?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to give you like a countdown, like let's say like a 4, 3.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Gay Power Half Hour, the only gay podcast on the internet that's like a good Amazon Prime Day sale because we're delivering hot goods straight into your box for cheap with Jeff Bezos himself, Casey Lai over here, and
the guy behind Victoria's Secret, Tony Soto, right here.
Oh God.
So okay, wait. Now do the second one.
Oh yeah, I told Tony. I said
you said you had two, so I want to hear them both now.
Welcome back to the Gay Power Half Hour, the only gay podcast on the internet that's like a good Amazon Prime Day sale. The only gay podcast on the internet, like a good Amazon Prime Day sale. We're a BOGO. There's a buy one and a gay one. With your buy one, Casey Lai, and the gay one.
My God. This whole buy narrative you're trying to spin only here on the on the Gay Power Half Hour is not going to fly, Casey Lai.
The only reason I say that I'm not bi is because I don't want to false advertise on the Gay Power Half Hour show. It doesn't have the same ring to it if it's the gay and bi power half hour comedy, whatever the fuck, it's too many words.
Yeah. Plus the fact that you do nothing with female people. So
I have.
Yeah, well, so you know what? If we're talking halves and halves. Hi, Casey.
Hi, Tony. Nice to see you. And also, I can't stand for this bi erasure that is happening on this gosh darn show. Other than that, how are you doing?
Look, this is not me trying to erase the buys. This is me just saying, hey, buys, when you're telling us that, can you at least be, I don't know, jacking off a dude?
Why is jacking off a dude?
I don't know. Do something bi. I'm just saying be bi. All right. If you're going to be bi, be bi. Because here, I want you all holding the hands of both. I want you to be a poly. You know what? Be a real bi. All right. Like this whole like, oh no, I'm a bi, but like, oh, I'll date a woman and then I'll date a man. That's not bi. That's not bi. That's boring.
Well, I would like to say for all of our bi listeners out there, we do support you, at least one of us, very vociferously. And I want you to know that you don't have to be in a polyamorous relationship to be bi. Okay. But if if you're going to bring me a girl every time I meet you, every time.
But I want proof. All right. I don't give a shit. I'm a lady of the 90s. Give me proof. I want it. I don't believe in the Bigfoot because I don't have real proof. All right. The grainy ass pictures. We don't know. So just prove it. That's all.
Right. No grainy pictures of your hookup's dick, Brian. We need by Brian. That's a person.
I mean, look, I don't mean to be problematic about it by any chance. It's not. That's not my thing. And I completely love the buys. However, I've been burned by some buys. You know what I mean? As a gay man, I've been burned by some buys. That's all I'm saying. I've been burned by some buys.
Just because you're gay and they are also attracted to men, if they are a person who identifies as bi, doesn't mean that you have to smash. Okay. Like, sometimes bis and gays. And honestly, if I was bi, I'd be skeptical that you would actually want to have sex with me.
Did you just say, I love that you just said, if you were, because you're not, so your narrative is bullshit.
As a bi, I wouldn't want to have sex with you. Because I wasn't sure if it would turn into some sort of rant about how I'm not doing it right. I'm not proving my bi-metal.
You're right. No one should have to prove a thing. We love you, buys. Keep up your buy business. Keep it up. Casey, yeah. I just got my first residual check for that SAG commercial I did.
Oh, wow.
And I'm going to tell you, Casey, I'm inspired because I did not work hard enough to deserve that kind of money.
No, yes, you did.
Yes, like, no. Listen.
Put on makeup.
Listen, this business is a scam. None of us deserve the money that we, like, no one deserves the money that they get in this business. Now, when you're doing the thing, you're like, oh God, I deserve it. This is a lot of me just waiting around for shit. You're like, I deserve my comeuppance. Yeah. And then, like, you know, you do the gig, then you get paid for the gig. And then after that, you're like, okay, well, I'm done. But then a residual check comes in and you're like, I got this just because you all clicked the link. Like, I'll take it. And I'm inspired. I'm ready. I want more of that. But yeah. I was like, God damn it, I'm gonna start doing charity work or something because
I know how much the check was, and I think you do some more work before you do charity work. Like, you know, like there are more months after this month. You know what I mean?
First of all, wait, I didn't even tell. Oh, I did tell you. I didn't even tell you how much the check was.
You did. But first thing you said, literally the first thing you said to me this week.
I think you said how much.
Yeah. Well,
first thing you say is how much. Let's get to the nitty gritty. Anyway, it's a scam, but I want more of it. Please just put me in all your SAG commercials because, quite frankly, if I don't have to work. And I can still get checks like that, then that is the door I want to open.
Yeah, I agree. I'm here. Book us. We are so versatile. We're a couple of versatile buys who can do it all. You know, we're not a triple threat. I can't dance.
As a versatile buy, I would like you to know that I am very castable. Also learned the words bitch did 7 years this week.
Can't believe it. She's growing up so fast.
I mean, this puts it in this perspective because I think about this, you know, we've been in LA for 8 years. We met like what, 6 months before we moved here?
I don't remember.
Maybe a year before.
Within the year. Yeah.
Right. So it's like, you know, it's like, and then like learning the words happened so quickly after that. So it's all very perspective. I'm like, oh, like, yeah, we've known each other for a minute now. You know what I mean? Yeah. I've done a show for fucking 7 goddamn years that keeps packing in an audience. Who fucking knows?
It truly does. And I gotta say, and I always said, Tony, being what I loved is that when I moved here and became your friend, and you had that show, I always felt so cool to be a part of like such a hip thing. And I was like, this show's gonna grow so big. And it's never really left the room, but you do pack that room. You really do pack that room pretty darn big.
Excuse me, it started in the other room and then moved to a room, and we have now traveled. So she's not just in one room anymore, Ms. Lai.
She's a 7-year-old on the go. She's like she's like Fancy,
touching everything
from that song Fancy. Here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. She's a child prostitute and she's willing to please. She's growing up fast and she looks amazing.
How are you? What have you been up to, babe?
I'm pretty good. Nothing really new since the last week. I am trying to think if there has been anything, and I had actually a nice. I did. I wrote a bunch of jokes for the first time in a long time. Went and hung out with some comedians at a show that I wasn't on for the first time in a while, and I was like, oh, I remember. You know what? I do spend too much time with just homosexuals. I should get out back with the people and know what it's like. Know what the straights are talking about. They're not talking about anything.
But honestly. See, the thing is why would you trade one? Why would you trade one group of sad drunks for another? Like, at least the gay ones are more fun and more likely to be made out with.
Agreed. And honestly, that's why I have not done the other for so long, you know? But it was nice to remember that, again, I'm versatile and bi, and I can hang out with all sorts of people in various different settings, as long as they're sad and drunk. Not that sad, not that drunk. Everyone
here. Cheers.
Speaking of sad, speaking of drunk, America.
Oh, that failed project. Wait, are we still in it?
Have you been watching the are you like watching the hearings, the January 6th
riveting
hearings? Yeah,
riveting. I mean, granted, like I would say the last one wasn't my most exciting one, so I edged through it. Which I consider multitasking. Like, if you can be watching filthy porn, edging, and watching the January 6th hearings.
You're a true American.
You are really being a patriot. So I was doing my duty as a patriot. But this last one, I mean, I even like kind of had the Twitter up, and then the moment it started, I was like, I don't think that I need the porn. Turn it right off.
No, it was. I like this one. I feel like they've been doing a really good job of making it like a crime series, and so we're really. This was. I think like the next one's going to be the blockbuster episode. Like we're gonna go through a minute by minute account of what was going on that day, and they've really led it up to for some explosions, and they've had good explosions every time.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie.
I think that Cheney and Raskin have some scores to settle.
Well, I would imagine. I mean, like literally, like. One, Cheney, it clearly has a score to settle with Trump, and it's to like destroy him because he has destroyed the Republican Party that her father fucking built, and which had destroyed.
Who also destroyed? The Republican Party. Let's not forget Cheney gave us the Patriot Act. All right, let's not.
No. But and Raskin, like literally, like his daughter was in the Capitol that day.
As a visit,
and her brother Raskin's son had killed himself days before,
and Marjorie keeps telling her to get over it.
So like and his daughter like could have been killed that day. I can't believe more people didn't die that day, from what we fucking know now. So I feel like he has a pretty legitimate personal, and also I would hope a loftier score to settle, which is saving American democracy from a just flat out fucking autocrat.
I think that this is hitting home, though. Do you think that? Because honestly, I feel like the numbers are still good. Viewership is still up on all of these things. Like Trump is truth socialing. What do they call it? Truth social. What is a tweet called? Truth social. A truth. Truther? Like he's just truthing the house down boots, and then you have Cheney, who is like constantly bringing up Jim Jordan, constantly bringing up Matt Gaetz, and I'm like, this is because what is wild. And what can only happen in a failed democratic project like America, because if we truly wanted it to work, those people would not be representing the country at this point. Like if we truly wanted this to work, if there are really accountability to actions, like these, I think like 6 named folks.
There was more than them, but
have proved that they went above and beyond trying to make lies about a stolen election work. And they're still doing it. It's still happening. So in one vein, we have this commission, this hearing, and we have loads of people saying it wasn't stolen, but we still have a majority of Republican Senate still trying to push the big lie. We have Trump pushing the big lie. So like, where's the accountability? Like, where does it get fixed? Like, the lie is happening still, but the lie has been debunked. Like, it's wild.
And I think, the good thing about having, there aren't a lot of Republicans on the committee, but it's good to have a couple on the committee to prove that there are people who don't in your party who are not completely fucking brain dead. But on the other hand, everyone who's fucking sat in that witness chair has been a Republican. You worked for Trump, was a fucking patsy for Trump, and you can only be so cynical for so fucking long until you realize that you either have become completely evil, and it's been laid pretty bare that what Trump was trying to do and what he knew he was doing. I mean, here's the thing. Here's how I feel about it. No one else is guilty but Trump in this, because, and it was proof from those two guys who were on the stage, the two like regular Americans. I was about to call them normies, but one was, a avowed racist.
The Proud Boy and the other simp who got on the internet.
Yeah. And the QAnon guy. But I'm not trying to even criticize them because they did something really brave. But the guy, especially who just like was there, and he was like, we weren't planning on going to the Capitol. We went because Trump did. Trump knew exactly what he was doing, and he kept being told exactly what was going to happen. And that only gave him more ideas. I don't think he said out loud the bad words. I don't think he said out loud the conspiratorial things, but I think he knew exactly what he was fucking getting at. And that's what they've done a really good job of showing, is that like, this was a man with a fucking crazy idea, and he was enabled by all these fucking pieces of shit, to use his word, pussies, who just got kowtowed into just like, being scared of a fucking giant temper tantrum throwing shit monster baby.
That's what I liked about Liz being like, he's not a child, because this is the thing too. What I like about Liz is like, she's like, the way they're trying to do it is everyone around him is trying to shift blame. Like even the normal Republicans are like, they classify them as the crazies, and to say that this guy, he's like, no, he's a 76-year-old man. But here's the thing. He's a 76-year-old narcissist who's been told yes his entire life, who was taught by another narcissist who was said yes all his life. This is not like and this was like what I hate, and how, like, you know, I blame NBC, I blame reality TV, because, like, you know, they painted this picture. They saved a failing business person who was on his last leg and broke, portrayed him like he was this mogul. And when the facts have always been that he's a crook, like he's always been known as a shifty fucking guy. So to think that he wouldn't come into the highest office in the world and try to fucking manipulate it so that he can maintain that power.
Yeah.
Like, no one is surprised about this. And the fact that he talked about it being a stolen election months before there was even an election, to me, is not even being taken into account. Like, no one's even talking about what happened way before the election. The fact that he's been saying, like, if I lose this, it's stolen.
Well, because that part isn't breaking the law, because it's America. You know, you can be in the most powerful position in the world where we all rely on everything you say and just say batshit crazy shit, and that's, you know, protected. But
it's exactly what happened, though, and that's what's so fucking bullshit. It's like,
agreed. I mean, I haven't. It's like, the Republicans who have supported Trump and continue to do so, they can't have it both ways, because in their mind, what they're saying, and their argument is always, Trump's a fucking genius. He's an evil genius who knows exactly what he's doing, you know, and we like that about him. He's 2 steps ahead of you. Or even if you believe in QAnon, he's the one rooting. He's the chosen one who's been rooting out pedophiles in the upper echelons of the government, and he's here to save all of us until Jesus takes the wheel. You know, like that. So on the one hand, he's this like superhuman fucking saint who's here to save fucking freedom and liberty for all of us. But he didn't know that exactly what he was doing. He didn't know that his words inflame people. He didn't know that if you fucking let people come with fucking weapons and you rile them up as fucking ferociously as you fucking can, that they're not going to go and fucking try to hang Mike Pence at the goddamn fucking Capitol. If he can't be truly as good as you say and not know exactly what was going to happen on that day.
It's alleged that he said, bring them in. They're not here for me.
He wanted to go.
Like, that's the thing. Like, yeah. Right. Like, he knew that they were armed, and he said, it's fine because they don't want to kill me. This is like the thing, that the fact that, like, we have, look, whatever you believe, like, look, if you think that Trump is like the end all be all, cool, that's fine, whatever. But if you are a true American, you know that this country was founded because we didn't want kings. We didn't want a dictator. And regardless of what you guys say and how the narratives you're trying to paint, someone who is in power in the US past 8 years, if they're reelected, that's a king or a dictator. So, like, if you really are choosing America, then you have to choose the foundations in the beginning of it, because it's just really silly how stupid this all is. Over a guy who fucking stole pizza from the Noid? Are you kidding me? He had to steal pizza from the Noid. He had to do a Domino's commercial because he was broke as fuck.
Turns out, though, it is easier to steal pizza from a Noid than it is to steal an election from American voters. Luckily, luckily, the Noid, crafty character.
I think why this is all falling apart and why it never really had a chance is because he literally just teamed himself up with anyone who would compliment him or agree with him. Like, why was Marjorie Taylor Greene, before she was even sworn in, like, doing all that tactical stuff? Like, why was she so close to the operation when she wasn't even sworn in yet to her job? Like, this is the thing. It's like there was a lot of opportunistic people who saw what was in their future, good things in their future, and never even took into account that all these other greedy, self-centered people were thinking about anyone else but themselves. And that's it.
I mean, it goes to show. I mean, this is another thing. It's like, if you look at his fucking cohort, any fucking person, any American looks at that cohort of fucking like, I don't know, fucking high fructose corn syrup brain having fucking yokels who were like his army in the Senate and in the fucking Congress. And you look at these fucking mouth breathers and you're like, that's the gang you want, that you trust to be in charge of this whole goddamn thing? Really? I know Biden's a little doddering, but really, you want the ones whose eyes are like twirling in their head with conspiracies? That's what you want? Okay.
That's the thing. It's like, that's the thing. Like, once all of the professionals were telling him no, he was going to the fringe, because this is the thing. Yeah. A narcissist just wants to hear that they're right. A narcissist with sociopathic tendencies.
Tony, you're right. You are so right.
Oh my God, I feel so much better. Oh, say it again. Oh, my dick is so hard. I love it. But it's like, and to piggyback on what you're saying about fucking Joe Biden being doddering. I mean, look, he's an 80-year-old fucking man. All right, let's all cross the map. We need to start electing younger people to be in office, and not so those younger people can just get fucking old in office like this. And this is the thing that's the problem with American people not being connected to politics. If you were really connected to politics, you would not reelect a lot of these people over and over again. Some of these people have jobs for 26 years. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. And like Biden has been losing a lot of his sharpness. He's about to be 80s. When you're 80, you just start to lose it. Trump is going to be 78. If he were sworn in again, he's going to be like 78. So if you love Trump, do you really want to watch him get really old and crazy in front of your eyes? Like, you love him.
It's like so Henry VIII, I would imagine.
Yeah. Like, like just let him, let his fucking gout riddled fucking ankles just fucking sit at Mar-a-Lago for the end of his life.
He already poops himself. He already wears the adult diapers, no shade. But
have your wedding there, let him fucking pop in, and everyone can have a fucking, little YMCA Macho Man dance party, and you can wheel him around in his wheelchair, and everything will be fucking fine. You'll be happy. You'll be good. You'll still be rich. Don't ruin the country and the world for that. Just let him fucking. Like, but
listen, Casey, maybe we're on the wrong side, honey, because listen, money must be really, really great. Because like, if you're willing to sacrifice the lives of thousands of people who are poorer than you, just so you can keep your money, it must be good.
I mean, how much was that residual check you got?
I'm not going to say what it was, but it felt good. Yeah. It did feel good.
You still seem to care about people with less than you, so I don't think it was enough money. I think
No, but I'm saying, like, put another zero or two behind that check. It'd be really easy for me to look over you, girl. Like, you know what? I don't feel like potting with her today.
Sweet relief. Enough money for both of us.
It's just like, and this is the thing too. It's like, here's what's happening across the country to all you mouth breathing dummies. You're buying into your own fan art at this point. Like every shirt that you've made where he's got a blazing chest full of fucking abdominal muscles holding a goddamn wrench and a plumber or whatever the fuck they do in your weird old little festivals and your flyovers, you fucking morons. That's who you're falling in love with, the idiot who was the host of a game show for celebrities. Like, you. And the thing is you're so blinded by your hatred for trans people and COVID and what happened during a pandemic that you're pushing out the absolutely horrendous 3 years of a presidency that he did before COVID. So the thing is like, it's like, and you're all religious, so you're just used to being lied to. You know what I mean? It's just so easy to lie to the religious because you're all so dumb. And so it's like, it's easy to start a cult. You're all in a cult. And what you're in a cult with is your fan art, not the actual fucking loser.
Speaking of art and religion, did you see those images from the Webb telescope that we just got back from space?
Oh, you mean that grain of sand? Did I see that grain of sand in the sky?
It was truly the most spectacular grain of sand in the sky that I have ever seen.
I don't get it. I mean, look, I know. Listen. Are you a space fan? Are you like the space? Casey?
I love space. Noted space lover.
All right. Yeah. So what we're saying in that picture. So I know about our solar system. I know about our galaxy, the Milky Way. Like I know about that. So what we're saying in that picture is every little flashy light was another solar system and Milky Way type thing for another sun.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad. No. I believe in it. I believe in it. But what I'm saying is, like, like, look, I watched Star Trek when I was growing up. I watched the Star Wars. Like they're just little blinking lights is what you see on those sets. So when you try, and even in sci-fi shows today, it's not because, I guess there's just a lot of dead space in space. However, when you see it that far, when it's like that, I mean, it's pretty gigantic. And it just makes me even more concerned that we are a fully functioning planet with intelligent beings that are pushing themselves into an extinction.
Yeah. And
there was so many other options. like I didn't get to pick.
No.
I would have been fine. I would have been fine being an unevolved fucking animal that was still able to crawl around, so our organs weren't on top of each other, destroying our body anyway.
Yeah. I would love to be on a planet where they didn't have mass killings every week. Or even in a country that didn't have
that. Uvalde stuff. Did you see that?
Okay, yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. Yeah, no, go ahead. Finish your point. I didn't mean to jump over, but that just blew my mind a little.
I know, trying to pull us out of a little bit of doom and gloom, and was thinking maybe we could really think about
the vastness of space
galaxy
and how because I think we're wasting our opportunity. Like this, what I see there, and no, not in a way like I want to be there, not in a way that I want to discover them, in a way that like whatever is out there, I hope that they are at least appreciating the fucking spinning rock that's hurling through space that they're on. Because when you really think about before man, the way this planet worked, I mean, like you're seeing it through global warming. You're seeing like how we're a full circle and the world is fucked. And it's like, I wish that we would have appreciate our sphere. That's
the thing is humanity is kind of going to go on for a while. It's just going to just get worse and worse. Yeah, but that doesn't mean this bit. And then maybe when when more and more people die, and then resources all of a sudden will become abundant again because there's only 7 of us. Then maybe we'll have a future, and
I don't know, dude. The bees are going to be gone. The bees are going to be gone before we're going to be gone.
Thank God I'm bi, because I'm going to have to fuck everyone left on the planet, all 7 of us.
What are we doing with your seed? Your seed's not making anything else. You think you're going to have your meds after this, when the apocalypse comes, honey?
I'm hoping that they're going to cure HIV right before the apocalypse, because if not, then I'm fucked in a variety of ways. But I mean, I'm storing up. Hopefully I have enough for the next 60 years so I can fuck civilization back into existence.
Listen, I just really think the bees are going first, and when the bees go,
then the seas.
What's our alternative? Like, who else besides the wind pollinates our food besides the bees? You know what I mean? Like, no bees, no food. And the thing is like, I know you all think that your packaged chips and cereals are food, but no, honey, that's still corn, and we overproduce that shit too. So. Yeah.
Wow.
We tried. We did. Listen, we had some laughs today. Like I feel like, come on.
Yeah.
Didn't we?
Thank God.
What did we talk about today?
I did 2 openers because real short show, I guess.
Yeah, way to really promote Amazon too. You're like the beast. That was 2 Prime videos or commercials. You're literally like,
joke.
You're
also, we gotta get some advertising money on this goddamn show. Not both.
We're not getting anything from
both Bezos. Getting residual checks, and I have a lot of things I need to buy on Amazon Prime Day. .com.
My God!
Coming up this week. I don't even know what day it is.
Wait, did you make a deal? Like, are you doing some backhanded shit?
Yeah. Now both of us will be getting residuals, not the same amount. But you got yours.
I hope he shoots you to one of those little grains of sand. One grain of sand. That's what.
If you don't realize the grain of sand thing, it's this giant fucking galaxy out there that if you hold it up, if you were to hold a grain of sand up to the sky, that's how big it would appear.
There were many galaxies in that grain of sand. There wasn't just the one galaxy.
Yeah, I know, it's
in that
crazy.
grain
It's vast,
of sand.
man. It's vast beyond even.
Yeah, it's vast, man.
Yeah,
God.
Man. You smoke enough weed. I thought you'd already realize how vast.
Come on, you keep that days of confusion to yourself. You know how many times I gazed up at the sky and was like,
And was confused. You were gazing confused.
I mean, trust me, I've eaten plenty of acid. You know what? I want to do acid again. I'm gonna
take it for off the goddamn podcast. Jesus.
Why? Why can't the world listen? I watched a whole documentary about the mental health benefits of LSD. So quite frankly, I was like, and I watched how they do it. They give it to you and then they put you with the sleep mask on and you sit with some headphones, which I'm assuming is playing some cute tunes. I'm like, I didn't have a moment like that. Like just some tunes and fucking sleep mask.
And two favorite things: doing acid and sleeping. Yeah.
God, listen, we got to find our joy where we can these days, honey. The world is ending, and they're coming for your rights.
Might as well put a sleep mask on and chill the fuck out.
Drip the mask on.
Yeah,
do you want to tell
grains of salt?
Do you want to tell people anything?
Yeah, if you are listening to the show, find me on all the social medias. Casey Lai, CASEY, as in Casey. Lie, as in bye, LEY. And then with me, Casey -LEY, and no shows coming up on the immediate horizon, but other things in the future, I'm sure.
Yeah, just sky's the limit until the sky burns up and we all run out of oxygen.
The sky is like a beach.
The sycamores are the redwoods are doomed.
Yeah.
Doomed.
The 3,000-year-old trees that have built up so much resistance to fire over the years, they lived for 3,000 years. Now it's too hot.
Fires are too hot. Fires are too hot.
I thought fire could only get to be one specific.
I thought that once it was hot, it was hot. You know what I mean? That's what I thought. No, I was not educated correctly or properly. Clinton, Illinois should be ashamed of themselves and their educational system. Because I'll tell you, you really did a bitch dirty in the 90s. All right. You really did her dirty. You should have clapped your hands so she paid a little more attention. Speaking of attention, if you are giving us attention and you love our show, then please go to our iTunes page and subscribe, rate the show, like it. Actually, some of you, we actually have 2 cute new comments. So I'm always happy when people are living. What are you doing? What are you doing over there? What is happening over there? I see what you're doing. Are you mocking me? This is over. The Gay Power Half Hour is a great show because Tony Soto's on it. If you like Tony Soto, what? I am the Tony Soto Show. I hate you so much. I am the Tony Soto Show on Instagram and Twitter. So please follow me. Oh, Venmo too if you want to give me some money. And if you are in LA on July 14th, the day this show is airing, I'm in WeHo tonight and I'm going to be at Rocco's. So come out at 9 p.m. and watch me twirl. That's right. She's not hosting. She's actually just doing numbers. I hate you, Casey. You suck.
Love you, Tony. I don't know why you're feeling the need to say that at the end of the show.
You're such a creep and I'm angry with you.
Wow.
But we'll be back again next week. We promise. Bye.
Bye.
Faces. Huh? You're gonna make faces and talk and gab and be a dick when I'm trying to wrap up this show?
Yeah.